Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to iCraft SMP, and I made myself 5 sticky pistons. At least to start with, I made 5 sticky pistons, and we're going to go ahead and try to work on a door system that actually works. I am going to need at least a little bit of this stuff just to try to make a button out of things. And the idea is I want on one side to have an actual button, and on the other, I want it to not have anything. So I don't know how well the system will work, but I was talking to XB the last time while I was making the inside of this thing in here, which by the way has come out amazingly well. And what I want to do is I want to have a button door right here, because this is essentially where this goes, and I'm going to have to of course do some deco work in here, but I'm not going to do that at least until I can, prove the redstone thing works in here. And so what's going to go here is obviously a button for this section. I need some light for this section right here, but then I'm going to have some pistons. And so if I go this way, this is going to essentially equal gen base. So I don't really want to go that way if I can avoid it. I would prefer to go that way, but even still, if I can just have this get ejected in a way that works for me, then I'm probably doing my job correctly in what I would like it to do. So first off, wow, this pick just like sucks away everything. So first off, we're gonna, actually, you know what? I am just realizing something. It's gonna have to go back here actually, versus right there, because we're gonna want this not to point down. We're gonna want this to essentially be facing the wall, because when I activate it, I'm essentially going to activate it with a torch, hopefully. Okay, that failed. There it goes, with the torch, like that, and this torch will essentially activate the door, and when it activates and turns off, I'm going to have a way in and out, and this is what I want to be able to have, a way in and out of this system here. The only problem here is I've got gen base, which is like literally right next to me, and it's only until I get to about here that I can actually open up the doorway a little bit more than I've already got it there. Now something else I could do here is behind here, I can have something pull this the other way, and I don't exactly know if it is possible. I've never done this before, and so this will be all new for me to see if I can attach, say, another piston, another series of pistons here, no, come on, here and right up here, to see if it will suck this thing in as well. So let's see what happens if I put a torch here. Okay. And will it pull both of them? It does not. It only pulls the single series. So the only way we would be able to pull the other one... Yeah, the only way we'd be able to pull the other one is if somehow it's attached to a sticky slime ball somehow. But then again, there's some issues there, because you see what's right behind me? I've got a hole, and I don't even know how this happened. This accidentally got moved. Okay. Gotta do some work in here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'm at so far. I've got my doorway, and if I take this torch off here, you can see the doorway will open, and I will have a legitimate path where I can actually walk. It'll have to be a single lane path at least until I get to here, then I can widen the path a little bit and have it go straight back this way. Now, I did want it to go this way a little ways, but if I were to do that, I don't know how well, I'm not entirely sure how well it would work, because if I've got it there, I can't really pull it in unless I am super lucky. Let's see. Oh, it did do it. Oh, way cool. That would actually give me the double wide path that I need. The only problem is I would have to have this pushed back this way, followed by this going back that way in order to lock it in place. And then technically, this could either withdraw or just stay out. So it would have to be a double system. Okay, in order for this to work, a button, for example, a button right here would have to link up with this torch first before it links up with that torch. And so this is going to be kind of tricky. I guess I could do a button underneath here or something like that. And then the same thing with this side. It will have to be essentially something that inverts the single to turn this one off. And then eventually turn that one off. So this is going to be fun. We're going to see if we can wire this quite well. If I can get this wired up well, then I've done my job and I've learned something about Redstone over the last year or so. So we'll see if we can get this turned off in some shape or form. Ooh, a light right there. Nice. Okay, this is not bad. I think you just ran a line of redstone. It's very hard to see right here, but there's essentially a line of redstone going around like this, all the way to here. And if I stick a torch right under here, watch what happens with the door. It's shut right now. So stick a torch and they both move at the same time. So I believe what I need to do there is I need to institute at least a single second delay. So that will create this thing. And geez, it moved everything. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, if I get a delay enough in there, it should, in theory, be able to do it. So let's... Oh, I think that did it. I think that did it. Let's try that with the torch. Yes, that did it. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm not sure if this stuff moved or not, but let's turn that off. Yes, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. So this repeater here creates a delay. I put it on a 4-tick delay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And by putting a torch here, it turns off, it powers this block, which turns off this redstone, which actually turns this off, pulling all of this back. And then this line of redstone, because there's a delay in here, there's a 4-tick second delay for this line to eventually reach this piece of block, and turning this redstone torch off, which then of course turns this off. And because right now there's nothing on it, when it actually turns off, it's got this 2 slime blocks, which will pull these blocks inward towards the light bulb right there. So this is not bad. So by doing this, I have a way to turn the system off and open the door and leave it open. Now the tricky part here is I would like to also do the same thing on the opposite side. And I also need a button. So for example, if I was standing here and I had a button, which is going to be this guy, and I push this button right here, what exactly is this button doing? As of right now, it's not doing anything useful. And so what I could do, and I don't know if it's possible, I could put the button, say, down here and have this button do it there, which will power this block and hopefully power some other things, but I'm not sure exactly what it's going to power. Eventually it needs to go to this torch and turn this torch on when I push the button. Okay, so let me try some wiring. I'll be back. Okay guys, so I have a functioning door. Check this out. Now this button gotta go away, but I'm going to show you what it looks like here. It pops open and then it shuts, and here's the other side where it pops open and shuts. And you can see I've got a torch here. I've unfortunately gone into Jen's area even more than I already did. So I'm going to have to teach Jen a skill about moving portals over, because I do want her to have her giant portal room, which I've kind of screwed up a little bit. So what it is, Jen, is we will bump this down. Oh, I don't know, maybe if you lock down this way. Now, portals, by the way, Jen, in case you're watching, it actually has a range. So you could go technically 8 blocks over. The easiest way is just to go block by block, and you will still link up to your same portal. All it would just be like, you know, right over here instead of right over there. And this will give me the extra inches of space that I need to at least cover this piece of redstone up with, for example, a couple extra like layers of blocks right here. As you can see, what I would prefer to do is just cover this all up. That way you don't have to worry about seeing the redstone. That way I don't have to worry about seeing the redstone, because this will ultimately get covered like so. And all well, with the exception of this, I can't do anything there, but this will all be covered up kind of like this. And then the redstone would go right underneath the entire system. And the entire system technically should be able to go all the way up to here and not cause a single problem or a single glitch or anything like that, because this all will work out extremely perfect. I believe I could do it this way, and let's see. Let's see what happens when I hit the button. Perfect, it still works. Excellent. So now the only other problem, and this thing, I just can't hide this thing. No matter what I do, I just can't hide it. Just because this has to be right here. What can I do, right? I want this right there. But that's okay. It's like the behind the scenes that nobody really would ever see. It would just be a button, and then you would just end up not really seeing this stuff here, even though it is there. And then I've also got to make a special doorway that exists actually right next to Luxilla's thing. But it's also going to require the same line of torch here. And it's going to require essentially a line that goes like this. Well, that failed, didn't it? That just failed. Okay, I'm going to have to think about this one. But yes, this is the idea of what I'm trying to do. Is going to go direct to a line that's going to attach to a doorway that's actually hanging out right here. And I've only got a 2-inch block space here to make that work. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I pretty much have this working now. Yay! I'm kind of the redstone noob, so bear with me on this, like, crazy redstone contraption. This is the button from the portal room. As you can see, I can hit this button and I pop right in. If I want to pop right back out, I pop right back out. And as you saw, it pulls the block back, and then it pulls the block over this way, giving me the space I need to actually walk this way at least. And the walking gonna have to get modified a little, just a little bit at least. I'm gonna end up walking down this path here, and this is essentially where I am caught up on a number of different things. Over here I have my button, and currently it opens a single wide doorway right there. And so that single wide doorway, I don't know, I feel like I need maybe another second or two on there, but I've got a bunch of repeaters here that go down this way and connect to this. And basically there's just 2 repeaters that's connected to this outside button, and 2 repeaters that's connected to the inside button. I don't know, I don't think I need this area here, but yeah. So the inside button, there, just to point out, the inside button is being powered right there. It goes down to the redstone down here, and it goes right behind the scenes. Goes down this way and up and over and around into this redstone repeater, I believe. If I do that, it should technically still power it. Let's try. Ah, no it does not. So I actually have to go in the back of the repeater. That's the whole reason this piece of redstone right here. I know it's very hard to see the redstone, but it works. So every single one of my repeaters and buttons are all going into this torch, which then turned on this torch, which then turned off the dual-sided torch. And what I mean, why are you there? You shouldn't be there. What I mean by dual-sided torch, I can't get up there. There we are. Is both sides of these torches do identically the same thing. One turned on this one and the other one turned on that one right there. And through that is what we get the power to be able to move our piston. And I might just move this guy up one. I think that will do just a touch better. Oh geez, okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I finally did it. My doors finally work. This side opens what it's supposed to do there. And that side finally does what it's supposed to do as well. Although I don't know if I was meant to take this block or not. I really don't need that block, really. And this side also works the same. This side needs a little work. I'm almost done. I almost got that side. There's only one more side that's left that needs to get connected. But otherwise, yeah, this button's got to get connected to something as well. So I'm going to have to figure out a button there to make that guy work as well. So I got 2 more buttons to go, but I'm almost there. This one door does everything it's supposed to do. Yay! 1 down. Yay! Okay, guys, I fixed it. Look! Yes, that one finally works, and so does this one. It also works on the other side. Let me climb around somehow amongst my monstrosity here and show you that it does work effectively. Now I'm going to show you also what I did. I pretty much tore up pretty much the entire world. Poor Jen, her base is like destroyed now. Or at least our area over here is. I've got to kind of do some ever so slight repair work right there in order to fix that. Yeah, so let me show you how this works. Okay. These two buttons here are actually identically on the same block. Both of those power this torch. This torch then turns off, as you see, which then turns off which turns off this single line, which goes out to this block right here. I'll explain what's on the other side. This line goes down to this block. Both that block and this block have a torch on them, and both of those torches will light up. This torch runs a line of redstone right here, goes up to 2 repeaters. These 2 repeaters are designed to slow the system down, and then comes back down and goes into this torch. When this line of redstone is active, it turns off this torch, which then turns on that torch, which then turns off this torch, and when this torch is turned off, it pulls the block in. Now with this other torch, the one that goes straight down, because there's no repeaters, this one gets active first before this series does. And so when this is active, it goes right into this block, which turned on that torch, which then turned on that particular torch right there, the one in the center of my crosshair, which actually will turn off both of these torches, ironically. And I don't know, do I still need this one? I don't believe I need this one anymore. I really don't believe I need that torch anymore. But anyway, it will turn off pretty much both of these torches, which happens to turn off both of these pistons right here. And these sticky pistons will both turn off at the same time. And then because there's a delay, this one will turn off right after this guy gets connected. And so this sticky piston will then pick up all of the slime balls or slime blocks and move them that way. And then when it turns off, this one turns back on first, followed by the other one. Because of this torch here, and while this is over there, it won't extend. So for example, look. See? Nothing happens until this particular block gets pushed back into place, which is totally awesome. Now, as for the button on the other side, this button is identical to that button. And I wonder, I bet you I can get away with putting this button up higher. Let's see what happens. Actually, nothing. So it's got to be down there. Okay, so this button is identical to that button. This button is powering stuff down here. So what this button is powering is this redstone, which is going down here, which is going down one more block. And again, it goes into this torch series, and it does identically what the other one does. And what the other one is doing... Actually, do I even need this one? Yeah, I don't need this block one, this one anymore. Cool. I'm saving the redstone. So the other side is going into this redstone going down and around into 2 repeaters and back into this block right here, which is the one that goes into the delay series. Now, what is it doing over here, by the way? Same exact thing, okay? And so when I push this button, it's powering on, it's going through this redstone, it's going into this one, it's going right into this series, which is powering that tower there. That tower will again activate this piston right here, which is pulled out the block. But then what about that sticky piston? It works just like this sticky piston. When this powers up, it activates this redstone series. So I'll show you in just a second. You see how this one just turned on briefly? And it goes into this repeater, which then goes through this little series and pops up back here. In fact, I may only need 1 repeater down here. I'm just thinking about that now. Let's try this and see what actually happens if I go 1 repeater versus 2 repeaters. Will it still work? Ah, that's what it was. That's why the other one was a little bit delayed. So this is cool. I only need 1 repeater versus having 2 repeaters delayed. And so the single repeater delay on 4 ticks will make this set of action happen, which is cool. Now I've got a double series door. Honestly, I will never get through this door fast enough unless there's a long enough delay. So let's try a couple repeaters here and see how long realistically the delay is going to be. We're just going to put 3 repeaters here. Ah. See, you can't grab it with another delay like that. So I could go with the 2 repeater design, and that 2 repeater design will give me just enough delay for it to function well. but not enough, I don't think, to get through the blocks or anything. So let's try this again with the 2 repeater design. And one more time, the one right over here. Where are you? I can't find you. I got a lot of repair work, guys, to do with this whole thing. This is crazy. Goes right here. Okay, now both doors are on a 2 repeater delay. That's actually might just be enough time to get through the doors. Oh wow, almost. I just need to get a staircase right here, and that would pretty much cover it for what I need to do down there. Hang on just a second. Okay guys, I finally did it. The door finally works. So I have to hit the button twice. Once there, and then walk over here. And second time, just to jump out and head out my way. Yay! Oh, and I don't need this anymore. I forgot. This was just to help me figure out what I was doing, because I was like, why is this not working like it's supposed to? So yeah, now I can just walk over here, hit a button, access my door, hit the button again, and access my home portal. Yay! I wish, honestly, I can make this look pretty, but whatever, you know, what can you do? It's just the way it's designed, okay? Now, I might be able to, I'm sure XP would totally, like, revamp this entire room and he make a hidden door button thingamajiggy, where all I have to do is just stick a torch there, and it would totally activate the whole system, and it would pretty much stay on until I eventually break the torch or something like that. I'm sure he could do that, but hey, this is somebody who usually does not do redstone, who's managed to figure out how redstone works, and managed to get the whole system hooked up to where I have 2 buttons on both sides of the door, and not only that, I have a total of 4 buttons that will open both doors at the same time, which is totally awesome. Yes, you can't deny that. Oh my god, that just got stuck. Yes, you can't deny this. You can't deny this. Alright guys, if you like this episode, please do like and subscribe, and definitely leave me a comment, and definitely tell me what you think. I mean, for an amateur redstone person to actually manage to do this level of detail, it's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive, I gotta say. It only took me, what, 2 days? That's all it took, 2 days to get all this done. Oh my god, 2 whole days. I'm not kidding, guys. See you next time. Bye! Okay guys, it only took me 2 days, but it's finally done. Look, I have a door. It's not perfect, okay? But it works. Even the path inside is not perfect. It would be kind of cool to have a straight path to do whatever, but looks like I may just have to, depending on which door it is, I might just have to hit the button twice. Yeah. That's okay, it works. It works. I can't make a 3-second delay. It just doesn't really work that way unless I change up the system a little bit more. I just have to wait a little bit and then just do another... Okay, the idea is I hit the button, let it do its thing, and then pop on over. Oh wait, that's right. Hello. I'm so sad. This is so sad, guys. Hang on.